Hello once again, my name is Vita and this is Hippie Crew Hub, and here I am again in my same leggings and same poopy old shirt. Well, you know, I am doing this from home and I am a homemaker, and every day I like to be comfortable, and even though I upcycle clothes and I come up with some funky looks, I only get funky when I go out. I will go somewhere, but around the home I like to be me. I like to be simple and comfy, and I do not dress up for the camera. I really don't feel like I have enough time for it, or I need this extra complication in my head. Not that anybody complained, I just wanted to get it out of the system this time, because as I turn the camera on, I'm like, am I wearing the same old leggings and a shirt? Yep. It's probably come up many times, but hey, you know, whatever. It's washed and it's clean. That's all I care about. So today I was trying to think what I am going to sew. I was a little bit distracted last few days with my knee joint situation. I had a little bit of inflammation and I needed to focus on some self-care. Did some red light therapy. I did some iced baths. Whew. Those are challenging, but they are so good and healthy for you, and I highly recommend to start getting into that. It's just insane health benefits. Everything's calming down and I feel a lot better, but once in a while your body gets tired and flares up. And I believe it's also to do because I had an injury a year ago on my ankle. I had a very bad sprain. But it's all healing, moving on, and you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. But now, today, I planned already to have sewn half of this stuff, but then I kept like going through my textiles and clothes, and I was thinking, what do I wanna like put in this video? What do I wanna get done? What do I wanna do right now? What do I feel like sewing, right? Once in a while, you have so many ideas and so many plans, you just don't know which one to start first. So I decided to do a little random kind of project pile. Few things that I wanted to get done a while ago, but I didn't find time. Also, there were a few textile scraps that were lying around, and it's gotten to the point where I either throw it out and get rid of it, or do something with it and make it useful at least for a little while. Okay, so here it is. So here is the kilt scraps that I had left. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to make a simple little kind of plush toys for my kids in a heart shape. Very simple, and whatever I can fit in that, I'll sew it. I will stuff it with some leftover scrap textiles that I won't use anymore, which are right there, but I'll show that to you in a minute. And I'll leave it white, and I'll give my kids textile pens so they can color it and decorate it how they want. They can draw eyeballs or whatever, stripes, whatever they want to do. So that will be a cute little, you know, 1 hour entertainment for them. Why not? And then they can decide what they want to do with the plushie. Maybe they'll love it and they'll keep it forever. Maybe they'll forget about it. Who cares? But this is something that I can do. Just an idea. All right, random water. I have a pile here. Okay, so this shawl, I used some of this shawl for a shirt upcycle that I did in one of my videos. So I have this left right now, and I think I want to make like a top, very simple top from this textile. It is folded right now. It opens up. So I'll do the bottoms. It's fraying a little bit, so I gotta finish it up. So I'm going to split this right in the center here, and I'll do the finishings, and this will open up like in the shoulder droop. I will sew the sides only in the middle, so then the end sides are opened and it's kind of flowing. Yeah, so that will be just like a top, a sheer top that you can pop on you on top of pants or jeans or whatever. There you go. That's a scrap of textile that can be a very simple basic top. Okay, so the next project, these scraps. So I had these scraps of textiles from the cotton blanket that I made a video of. I made 2 pairs of pants and a jacket out of that, and there's few leftovers, and I mentioned that maybe I'll make a top out of it, but now I think I'm gonna do something funky. So there's one big piece of textile folded, and there's some scraps left because it's not enough to make a full skirt. And I'm gonna use this elastic band. I'll remove the bits from here, but I'll use this kind of brownish burgundy stripy old elastic, and I'll use it for the top. I'll patch the center. I'll get into more details as I do it. And I might add a fringe in the bottom just for fun, you know. Using up scraps is good. Once in a while, you know, you do some patchwork and it comes up really cute and funky and one of a kind, and also you get to practice your sewing skills without wasting more textiles. So why not? Why not? Okay? Right. So this textile, yes, it is the same textile as my sofa. So this old little basic sofa that I have that's been serving us well, but it's getting there. It's getting to the point where it might fall apart anytime. So it was plain black and it was getting really like silly. It was stained and worn out. You know, I have kids. That happens. So what I decided to do to try to make the sofa last just a little longer, I bought this textile in Walmart for $20. And I covered this up. I sewed it and I stapled it underneath. So I literally upcycled my sofa. And it was great because it was so much fresher and it was just lasting us a lot longer. But I might have to like do another change of the cover again, because here my kids sometimes have snacks and they drop stuff on the sofa. You know, sometimes, you know, you want to be like strict parent, make sure they eat at the table, but once in a while, you know, we all like to sit down, watch a movie and eat some buttery popcorn. So that's gonna happen. But hey, that's why I do this upcycle, so I'm not freaking out that my kids will stay in like super expensive sofa. Of course, I do tell them they, you know, should be aware and careful, but hey, life is life. Moving on. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this textile, so there's some scraps left. I want to use this up because it wouldn't be enough to cover the whole sofa, but I have these 2 long pillowcases. Here I have like this kid's bed that was given to us from my kids' cousins, and we're not really using the bed as a kid bed, but because one of our one-seater sofas got damaged and we had to get rid of it because we had a sick dog, and then another sofa broke. Anyway, long stories. So this one is kind of being used as a side sofa for the kids when they watch a movie or something. They love to get in there. So it looks like we have a bed here in the living room, but it's kind of like a sofa thing. But once in a while I drop myself in there and it's so cozy that we all love that little corner. So these pillows that come with that bed, I've been using just like a regular pillowcases that I put on one side and the other side, but then they keep sliding off and it's really annoying, and I don't want to stain the actual original cover, and it looks kind of silly like that. It looks like a bedroom, right? So I am going to try to make pillowcases that will fit this. And I don't know if I have enough textile for that. I'll really have to figure it out. Maybe when I patch all the ends, it will work out. We'll see. So maybe it will only be enough textile for one, but no worries. I can use another textile for the other one. All right, so that's gonna be another project. And okay, this is a crazy one. So I have insane amount of t-shirts right here that I've been collecting for a while. Okay, all this is our t-shirts that are either worn out or stained, and they're really not good enough to be donated, because if I would go to thrift store, I would not want to buy a t-shirt or a top that is just crappy. Okay, none of this are like crazy amazing brands. It was just everyday t-shirts. So this is just pure pile of textiles that would be tossed in the trash. But what I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut them up into a yarn and I'm gonna crochet a rug. Now, I have made a detailed video of how I do that, so I'm not going to get into details of how I make this in this video. I'll tag the video that's already made that shows how I do this. In the other video, I use it as a bathroom mat, so they come small. But this time I'm gonna work all this yarn and I'll just keep going as big as it can go. And I will see, I'll see how it looks. It could be like a nice rug for the floor, or maybe going outside to put it on the grass. So yeah, we will do that. And one last textile that I have left for today, which is actually a prettier kind of like upcycle thing. So this beautiful tablecloth that I bought at the thrift, of course, it feels very natural, maybe linen or cotton, I'm not sure, it doesn't have a tag, but it's so pretty and gorgeous. And I have seen a hack, how somebody makes a dress or a top out of this square material, and the hack that I was talking about. Now I'm gonna be repeating myself. I might have to cut out and edit some repeats. And you know what? Okay, now that I'm talking about it, once in a while I find myself repeat myself, which I kind of do a lot sometimes. I'm a broken record, but hey, anyway, I'm a human. And you know, sometimes you watch those YouTube videos where they cut out every breath that a person makes, so it just feels like and then your brain is exploding, because it's like you can't even, like, you start to get anxiety and you feel like you like suffocating, because like it's a constant word like being like shot at you. I can't handle that. I guess I'm too old for it. But hey, my videos sometimes will have little pauses, little bloopers, little repeats of myself, but at least it's real. I want to keep it simple. I want it to be as it is. I mean, high quality productions are amazing, and maybe I'll get to that in the future. But at the same time, I want a human conversation happening as it is. English is not my first language. I'm not a professional spokesman. I'm doing this from home as a homemaker, so if some things get mumbled up, I have no shame about it, and it will be as it is. Okay guys, so back to the hack. So what the person did, so this is not something I made up. I saw this being done, and I'm going to try to do it. Okay, maybe I'll change it up, maybe I'll make it my own. So basically, when there's a square, you fold it, and you cut straight line here and straight line here, and then you split it in the top and the center. And when you pick it up, the sides drop down, and then it's kind of a dress. But of course, you need to do the right finishes, you need to attach the straps, you need to do something about the sides. Now, option number one, I think the pockets could be made, or what I think I'm going to do, I'm gonna add elastic on the sides and ruche it up. So the top is coming up, but then the rest is kind of ruching up, and it still has space to maneuver around it. And this might end up being more of a long top rather than a dress, because I don't think the textile is long enough to cover the butt. And like somebody mentioned in the comments, that the skirt I was wearing was so short, my hoo-ha was barely covered. So we don't want the hoo-ha in the camera. Okay, nothing was actually showing. Somebody was just very concerned about the skirt being very short. But here we are. Let's do this. Okay. This should be like a jingle. Let's do this. I'm quite indecisive today, but I finally decided to start with this, mainly because my sewing machine already had black yarn fixed in there, so that was no brainer. So I'm going to tidy up the edges first, just a double fold and a sew, pretty simple. And next it will be to cut here, and at this point I'm thinking whether I just double fold or I add a bias tape. Now the only bias tape that I have that is not made by me is red and beige, so I think maybe red accent would be nice on the front line. I'll think about it. As I'm feeling this bias tape, this would look nice with the red little edges. But what I don't like is that this bias tape is quite stiff, and this textile is very flowy. So I don't know how that is gonna play out. So I'm gonna go with a simple double fold around the whole thing. And then in the centers here, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a kind of stitch in. I'll share that more in detail as I do it. Okay. Sides are done, but here we have this situation, which is normal. That's what happens. So we are going to do this, and I'm gonna sew diagonally, like from here and kind of like there, so that it kind of blends in together. Don't fit all the way. So this is all cute. As you can see, this is pressed down and the back. So I was saying that I will attach it here like this, but now I have a different idea because I'm not sure how this would droop. But because the textile is so elegant, what would be really nice that if I attach little strings here on the sides, and then we'll tie it at the back, and then attach strings here, oosh, and then tie it up with a little ribbon here in the front, and then look what a big difference. It's like one of those vintage style kind of like tops where you kind of wrap up, and look at that. Imagine you wearing like a little like simple jeans or shorts, and it's like warm summer day, but you want something shimmery and elegant, and you just put this on. So let me attach the straps. You see the vibes? Just from a simple rectangle of a shawl. You could do this with any shawl. You could even do this with a long shawl and turn it into like a long dress, a long top, or a short one. But yeah, I'm really liking this idea already. So let's attach the strings, which I have here in my crafting box. Let me show you. I use a picnic basket as my crafting toolbox, and it's really convenient, and I love vintage baskets. I'm obsessed. So I'll just use this simple tiny little black string to attach it. Okay, I decided to do this one by hand because the textiles are so thin and it keeps tangling up, and I can't just go back and forth because this shimmery textile keeps going back inside the sewing machine and it tangles the yarn. So I don't want to rip the textile, but it's okay. It's only a couple of ribbons, so it's not a big deal. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move next to the pillow project because my yarn is still fixed in black color in the sewing machine. So this is simple because this does not fit into the full pillowcase. I'm gonna connect these two together and then I'll shape it around that. I'm not gonna use zippers or anything. I'm just gonna do like a bag pocket to push it in. And then the other end, I'm gonna fold it up and I'm gonna do a hand stitch. So then later I can just cut up the hand stitch and then wash if I need to the pillowcase. All right, simple. Let's do this. Okay guys, the reason I'm rolling up the textile like that, because when the textile is thick and there's a lot of it, it just can't get through to the machine. So you want it to be able to go whee. So like that, it's easier to push it through. So it wraps up like that. So I'm going to cut here. So I have just enough to sew this way and also the bottom. Then I can push the textile in. So I don't want it to be like extremely tight, but snug enough. So I'll try to attempt a good fit. I'm sweating. Ta-da! Oh yeah, perfect. I can already imagine that my kids, as soon as I get back, they're not going to be sitting on the sofa. They're going to be sitting on the floor on this pillow just because it's new. It's gonna be the new top entertainment. That's what they do. I better get those little plushies for coloring ready so that they can have a whole entertainment. It's so cute though. They do get excited about simple things, like any tiny little new thing I make. They're so happy about it. Trying not to raise consumer kids. And you know, it's still exciting sometimes for the kids to get some new toy and stuff, but they're really learning that the excitement is in getting it, and then as soon as they got it, they realize how pointless and dumb it is, and just becomes a waste. And I'm really trying to raise my kids understanding that you can't buy everything. You shouldn't feel the need to buy everything, because life can become very shallow, very boring, very fast. And then, you know, sadness and depression can kick in. But hey, but if we keep ourselves busy doing things we love to do, and you know, different things for different people. I'd rather struggle and fix this pillow by myself than go to the shop and buy a new pillow. That's just me. I like challenge, I like doing DIYs. I like to upcycle stuff, and you know, other people have different missions. Of course, I have bigger plans in life than just stuffing a pillow, of course. But hey, here we go. Okay, so this is feeling good. Now we're gonna cut off the excess material and stitch up the sides, because here, as you can see, I did like a triangle stitch here in the side. It's not perfect, also it's not aligned in an absolute 100% way, but generally that's totally fine, and it's matching the sofa, so why not? So why not? And here are the hearts that I just cut out from the scraps of quilted textiles. This one is a little bit funky shaped. You're gonna have to connect it. So one came out chubby, another one came out lean. No problem, that's all I had. And then I'll sew, I'll stuff it with the leftover textiles. There's some scraps here too. And I will be ready for my kids. When I pick them up from school, they'll be very entertained. Yeah, one is done. Again, this is the most basic and simple little kids entertainment, and you can get creative. You can make a giant one. This textile would have gone to the bin. You know, something you could do with it. And there's one more I'm gonna make, and I'll show you. So when kids get home, I'll give them the pens and they can turn it into whatever they want. Little coloring heart. And here's another one. Like I said, this one is a little funky. It's like a chubby heart. This one is like a lean heart. But my kids can choose which one they like. And yeah, they'll know I was thinking about them, making them tiny little cute plushes. Aww. Next project is this patchwork thing. So from this one, I'm just gonna use that elastic, and it's the same color as the fringe that I have that I might end up using in the bottom just for fun. So I'll leave this original folding. There's a lot of little fraying bits on textile. The textile is not so frayy on its own. It's just because the edges are not finished off yet. So the skirt like this, I wanted to have like a split with like some extra textile added in it. So I'm going to combine these. I'll patch these up, and I'm gonna add these also to patch it up together. I'll probably have to cut it here and add this as like ruched up. So I'll see what I can come up with. This just happened. The elastic, I'll have to cut off that bit. And probably this bit. And I guess that's it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens when I put it on. Nothing amazing, but hey, you know, this is how you can put your patches together. Hey guys, again, day 2 for me, still same video for you. So yesterday I finished a lot of little projects and I have 2 left. This gorgeous dress textile tablecloth situation, and I have some of this textile left, and is not enough to cover the second pillow, even though the one is very fabulously working out for us here. So what I am going to do, I'm gonna turn this textile into a bag. I have this whole thing of trying to use up all the scraps of textiles because I hate when there's too many little things lying around everywhere. I want to like get it all done and turn it into something either useful or not useful at all, and get it out of my house, or actually make it work for me, right? So yeah, let's get cracking, and these will be the last 2 projects for today. Okay, this gorgeous tablecloth is square, so it doesn't really matter which way I cut. This line is already conveniently folded in and right in the center, so I'm gonna fold it together so that I can cut out here, here, and straight across, and then construct the top and finish off the sides and see how that works out. I don't love this situation. I don't know, there's something like it feels like it's too much textile. So I'm gonna improvise and I'm gonna do something else. I am gonna cut it here and I'll use the rest of the textile for something else. And we'll see how it works out. I also can use the textile for straps or even make something else out of it. So it will be still a top. I'm just going to get rid of like too much of this bulking situation because I don't want to do pockets. There. It will still have that effect, but it will be more elegant. So I'm gonna have to sew the sides. I'm also gonna have to do the finishes here, and then we'll see how I'll construct the top, what kind of straps I will add. But this textile is looking so pretty. And maybe this could become sleeves. Oh, this would be cute, don't you think? If I add this kind of flowy sleeves, just ruche it up here. Oh, this would be gorgeous. Now we're talking. Okay, I'm excited. Let's keep going and sewing. Okay, to start, I'm gonna finish off all the edges of the textile just by doing a simple double fold and running stitch before I put it constructed together. So I'll do it to all the bits, even those maybe sleeves. I'll finish them off first, so then later it will be just very easy to construct the whole thing together. Okay, here we go. this is what I've done so far, and I am freaking out how obsessed I am. This is giving me like kind of like a Matryoshka and Kalinka vibes, if anybody knows like Russian and Eastern European types of, you know, like influences. But the textile is also giving me like Italian vibes too. So seriously, it's like traveling around the world, and these sleeves are giving me like Japanese kimono style. So imagination is a crazy thing, and I love so far what's happening here. And let me guide you through what I did. It's super basic. You already saw how I cut up the textile, so there's no rocket science, right? And here, this is still undone, but I did all the finishings of the sides of the textile. And the reason why I did it like this here, because I am going to leave a split open just to give it like extra flowiness. So after, I'm gonna just put it on top of each other like that, and I'm gonna do a straight stitch up to here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the sides here yet. I'm figuring it out. Maybe it will stay open, maybe I'll do it together, maybe I will add another textile here on the corner. I'll see how it feels when I put it on. I'm kind of aiming it to be like a general, regular, flowy thing. So if it would fit me, it would be kind of like an average person's fit, because I'm not a tiny person. But yeah, but I don't like clothes super tight. I like it flowy, so we'll see how it feels. Also, we'll do the same on the other side. I did this finishings here. This is wide, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to ruche this up or if I'm gonna have to take in a little bit, but I'll figure this out. Like I said, I sew without a pattern. So these things, I go with the flow and I make it up as I go. So like I said, original plan was not exactly that. I started off with original plan and it took a turn, because this is how I create. Look at these gorgeous sleeves. So this is what I did too. In the middle, I did double fold. And here inside, I just did a simple stitch, zigzag, and another running stitch on top just to press it down. And oh my God, look, even this flower connected so perfectly. I didn't even know this was happening. I couldn't have planned this. Guys, this is like a destiny of perfection. Even this side, oh my gosh. No, not 100%, but close enough. I can't believe this happened. This is just amazing. Okay, so you get the idea. So these sleeves, they definitely gonna have to have an elastic added in to ruche it up, so it can go on the shoulder or it can go off the shoulder as a decoration. And where exactly I'm going to attach these sleeves, I don't know yet. Maybe they don't even need to be attached. Maybe they can just be put on as a decoration, but then that might be tricky, because it could be like an optional thing where you attach it onto your arms like that. But no, I think we are going to attach it. Here, dear, we'll see. All right, you get the idea. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, I'm still thinking. Okay, let me do one thing at a time. I'm gonna connect the sides and I'm gonna put it on and see how wide this is in reality, and if I can afford to sew it together or I need to add another textile on the side. I have this beautiful beige kind of like a tape with ornaments that would go really nicely in there, and that could also be straps too, but I don't know if the straps I needed, if these are going to be part of the straps and the sleeves. So all right, this is my creative process. Let's see what happens. All right, so I did the sides here and I put it on. The waist is perfect, and the side here on the chest is slightly short. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna add this textile in the sides, and I think that's gonna be a really pretty thing that will happen with that. And after that, I'm gonna add elastic all the way around this, so it's holding itself on the chest. And then I'm going to add elastic in these areas. I'll ruche this up and I'll simply attach the sleeves here on the sides. And then that's it. There will be no straps. It will be an open chest situation, and the elastic will hold the top of the dress itself. It's like a mini dress right now. So if somebody's a little bit shorter than me, or maybe wears a mini shorts kind of thing underneath, could wear it as a mini dress or as a long top. And I think it's so adorable, and I can't wait to get it done. I hope it's gonna turn out in reality as cute as I imagine it to be right now. Alrighty, let's get sewing. Okay, we'll add the elastic band in the top of the dress and the sleeve tops. And how I do it, I just press the elastic down and I do a zigzag while stretching it out. So regarding this project, all right, as I mentioned, the video is tagged in of how I actually do the whole thing. I'm not gonna share the end result of this particular project because yesterday I cut up some of the t-shirts, but I have so many more left, and I'm not gonna have enough time to complete the whole big rug. But at some point I'll show it to you. But yeah, if you do wanna know how to make these bathroom mats, I usually use them as bathroom mats, and they are really awesome. They can toss them in washing machine. Check out the other video that I have tagged. All right, so let's do the final sewing project for today. And then I'll put on the items that I have shared, that I have sewed already. And I'm gonna show you how it looks. By the way, the dress is looking really cute. I'm very excited about it. All right, so this is gonna be a crazy bag. That's gonna match my sofa. And I'm making it up as I'm going, trying to figure out how to use up the textiles that are there without neither wasting and also having enough for the entire project. So I'm gonna do some pockets here. I'm just pinning like crazy because I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So I'm gonna finish it off. There's gonna be like double pockets here. I'm gonna do 2 different types of pockets on the other side. This is going to be added here in the side. And then when I add that in, I'm gonna trim the top, and of course I'm gonna double fold the top and sew it. And then we'll need to construct the straps with whatever textile is left from this, or I'm just gonna have to grab something else that I might have in my cupboard. So I'll figure it out. So I'm just gonna keep going and we'll see what happens. It's probably gonna be some big grocery bag. Some, you know, it's always good to have good big bags, right? So that will be it. One silly thing I did, I got completely carried away, okay? It happens to the best of us. I'm also a little bit in a hurry at this point. Look, this was supposed to be the top of the pocket, and I just sewed it to the thing. I'm like, really? I was supposed to sew that before I pin it to the thing, but I forgot. So here, this is the pocket, and here this is nothing, but I'm gonna split it open so it's fixable, okay? But yeah, these things happen once you get in the zone of just going. Sometimes you forget. this video. So here is the little skirt from the scraps and leftovers of textile. I actually really like it. I would keep it for myself as a kind of everyday, like with the trainers, summer, just walking around the neighborhood. I don't love like some finishings like here. I didn't want a double fold to have like a messy, bulky thing happening here, but it's fraying a little bit in here. It wouldn't like fray away, but it just, I don't think the finishes are perfect to put it on the rack, but it is just cute enough for me to keep. Also, the bag turned out to be super fun, so could definitely pop a whole bunch of stuff in here. Go to the grocery, food shopping, grocery, or the beach. We go camping a lot, and we go picnics with kids or beaches, so we always need big bags. And this is a really funky, fun bag to just pack stuff in, like towels or swimming pool. There's pockets. These straps turned out to be really cute, as like matching very nicely with the textile, and it's actually really comfortable because these straps are really big. So yeah, like why not? You know, that this textile would have been just like lying around forever, and now it's a bag and it's totally useful, and it doesn't look bad at all. I think it looks fun. I attached this little scrap leftover. I don't know why, just figured can clip something if you want, or maybe flick it over to kind of support the front. Really, I just did it because it was there. But seriously, why not? This is my slogan, why not? Just do stuff. So this is all I've got left from this textile. I'll keep it for some emergency patches needed. And I'm gonna pop on 2 more items, the top and the red dress slash top. So I'll be right back. All right, so here is the shawl top. So here are the straps. I would tie it up at the back and then tie it up in the front, and that would be it. And it's such a simple idea. You can use this kind of idea with any textile, and I really like how it looks. You know, in summer I don't wear a lot of shawls and scarves, so this is a really cute, like a metallic fabric. I was gifted the shawl, and I really love the textile, but I just don't wear shawls of this style most of the times. So I just really wanted to make it useful in the way where it works for me. And I feel like this is like a really cute decorative top to go with anything. Jeans, pair of pants, leggings, whatever you want. Even like this. And one last item left. All right, guys, so this is a tablecloth turned into this fabulous, fabulous garment. And this could go up like this if desired, which I think is also very cute, but I love this look. And this is attached in the bottoms. We have a little bit sheer textile here. It's very comfortable because it's not super tight. There's the splits on the side. It's actually a perfect summer dress even for me. So the length is totally fine. And if anybody is freaking out about my hoo-ha sticking out, I am wearing full cover red shorts underneath. So there we go. I think it is gorgeous. So there you go, guys. All you need to do is go thrifting, find yourself a nice tablecloth, and invent something that can make you feel like you have wings. Because I feel like I have wings right now. All right, guys. I absolutely love this dress. I love it more than I thought I will, actually. It is such a simple, basic idea. And again, these wings and sleeves doesn't have to be here. You could just do a top and dress like that. But I used absolutely every single scrap of this tablecloth. There is absolutely zero waste of this square textile. And isn't this pretty? Okay, I will love you and leave you. I swear it's been a crazy week. I don't even remember how I started this video. I just know that I have been sewing 2 days straight, and I don't even remember what was the first project. But when I edit the video, everything will be in it, of course. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for appreciating my creativity. And I think this is one of the main things that I am sharing and selling in my channel is creativity. I think my main strength is putting random textiles together and creating different shapes and patterns. And sometimes I do share some details, and I will in the future. And for now, I am editing the videos in the way that I possibly can. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And you can just watch me fly away with this happy dress. I am so excited that I made it. And please let me know which one of all of these projects shown in this video is your favorite. Comment below which one is your favorite. Bye! Quick hint that I have all these textiles waiting for me to do something with it. And I'm gonna pick one of them for next video. And we'll see how many items I can squeeze into the entire textile. I'm thinking of doing this one because it's at the bottom and it was like the next in line kind of thing, and I'm trying to go like in a smart way, but I might mix and match. I also really want to work this one. I have like very specific ideas for it, and I have some ideas for this one.